Pete Hegseth in for Greg Gutfeld tonight, who's off doing God knows what. Anyway, let's welcome tonight's guest. His Biden impression is so accurate, he's forgotten how to tie his own shoes. Fox News contributor Tom Shalhoub. She goes against the grain like someone with celiac disease. Deputy opinion editor at Newsweek, Batya Ungar Sargon. When he asks women for their numbers, they only give the one for the suicide hotline. Actor, writer, and comedian Jamie Lizzo. And her meltdowns brought a trademark infringement suit from Chernobyl. Fox News contributor Kat Tim. All right, it's Friday, so before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Greg's Leftovers.
It's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we did not use this week. And just like Greg does it, this is my first time reading these, so here we go. Donald Trump has announced a contest where the prize is a free dinner at his New Jersey golf course. Sounds good. Former Governor Chris Christie called it grandstanding, then asked how many times you're allowed to enter the contest. Too easy. Kim Kardashian has reached out to Tom Brady about buying a vacation home near his place in the Bahamas. In return, Brady asked Kim if she needed help deflating her ass. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. How's that a leftover? Gen Zers are upset at Howard Stern after a compilation of his lewd comments towards women went viral. The comments resurfaced when someone Googled the phrase Howard Stern. It's about right. New geological research warns that the height of skyscrapers is causing Manhattan to sink lower into the surrounding bodies of water, while some scientists blame other causes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alec Baldwin became a grandfather for the first time this week when his daughter Ireland gave birth to a baby girl. Friends and loved ones are predicting her first words will be "don't" and "shoot." All right, this week a 2.2 magnitude earthquake hit Yonkers, New York. According to reports, the quake caused thousands of dollars worth of improvements. Tom lives in Yonkers. Is it true?
No.
We'll get back to that. Christian Dior is paying Johnny Depp $20 million to remain as the face of its new cologne. Because if anyone knows the importance of smelling good, it's the guy who shared a bed with Amber Heard. Just the facts, just the facts. Pilots for Southwest Airlines have voted overwhelmingly to go on strike later this year. Now, the vote was supposed to take place weeks ago, but got stuck in Phoenix. The USDA is weighing a ban on chocolate milk for school lunches. They're concerned the added sugar makes it harder to pay attention in pornography class. That's what it turns into. Yep. And finally, scientists have discovered an ancient text that showed the first kiss in history was recorded nearly 5,000 years ago. I remember it well, said the president. Bravo to the writers of Gutfeld. All right, now to some news. So who will crack the Moet Chandon? A guy named Ron or the dude named Don? Did DeSantis eat an edible when he said only 3 candidates are credible? DeSantis and Trump are turning up the heat in the race for the White House, while Biden can't even find the starting line. DeSantis reportedly told his donors, all 6 of them, on a phone call that there are basically 3 people at this point in the race who are credible in the election: Biden, Trump, and him. Sorry, RFK, the Democrats don't hold real primaries. Just ask Bernie. And of those 3, DeSantis thinks only he and Biden actually have a chance, even though polls show Trump running circles around him like the teacup ride at the Magic Kingdom. So explain yourself, Ron. Only 3 credible candidates, including Sleepy Joe, who shakes hands with magical people. Come on, man. What's that mean for Tim Scott? He's not credible. Nikki Haley, Mike Pence, not credible. They may be 1%ers, as Donald likes to say, but they're getting less interest than Chris Christie's Peloton. But aren't they credible? I mean, if you ask me, it sounds like Ron's living up to his desanctimonious nickname. Kind of like I did when al-Qaeda prisoners at Guantanamo Bay called me Lieutenant Heg Waterboarding. Then you got this whole Disney dust-up. Disney just announced they are pulling $1 billion in investment from Florida, something the Trump camp is hitting him on, saying, quote, Ron DeSantis is having a no good, very bad week, letting Disney steamroll him. Everything he's saying is exactly what consultants tell candidates to manipulate and bamboozle them. It sure does feel like establishment Republican candidates are running Ron's show right into the ground. The closer his announcement gets, the lower his numbers go. Is it too late for Hillary to run? Just a picture. Is it too late for her to run for governor of Florida? She could at least scare away the alligators, too. So what's old Joe think of this Trump-DeSantis back and forth?
No. Let them fight it out. Let them pound each other. I don't care. That's good for me. Besides, I feel pretty good. Did you see my poll numbers against Orange Man Bad? I'm up. I'm high, man. I haven't been this high since the time I accidentally borrowed one of Hunter's straws, put it in my Ensure. Oh, man, that gave you a kick. Woo! Not a joke.
Joe Biden, everybody. So, Batya, let me start with you. What do you make of DeSantis saying there are only 3 credible candidates?
I think the media is really thirsty for this DeSantis-Trump matchup. They really want to see something that, along the lines of Hillary versus Bernie, that the voters are somehow divided on this issue and ready to fight. But I really don't see it that way. I think that DeSantis has a point, even though he's very sanctimonious. I agree with you. I think the point he's trying to make is that the Trump base is not going to go for a Nikki Haley or a Tim Scott. The Trump base is the American working class that has been sold out by the elites of both sides. What they are looking for is a candidate who says to them the way President Trump did in 2016, they stole everything from you, and I'm here to get it back. Now, the problem with Trump is that he spends a lot of time these days saying, they stole everything from me, and I'm going to get it back. And I think that that is the opening for DeSantis. He can learn from that, from Trump's strengths, but also his weaknesses.
So maybe credible was the wrong word. Jamie, does DeSantis have a chance in 2024?
I think he has a chance, but as I hear him, I used to really be behind him, and I think he's been losing me recently. But man, the lengths that this man will go to not have to take his kids to Disney World. I heard he's filing a lawsuit against Chuck E. Cheese and Build-A-Bear following this. Yeah, I think he's got a chance. I think it's fun to watch. But have you been to Disney? I don't have been to Disney recently, you guys. It's a madhouse. It's great. I saw a lot of kids on leashes.
Yes.
Have you seen that? The kids on a leash. And I don't think it's fair to the kid. I felt bad. I think if you are a kid put on a leash, you should be able to on the ground. That's just a thing.
Fair point. The parents clean up right behind you in the back.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Tom, is the Disney strategy a right one? Because DeSantis is leaning into it hard.
Yeah, no, I think it is.
I look at what's going on. I know there's a lot of headlines this week. Oh, big loss for DeSantis. No, Disney continues to hurt their brand. They're not a good player on the national stage, and DeSantis knows it. So I think he's playing it exactly right. The one who's getting weakened by this battle is Disney because people are unhappy with them. Trump, now let's talk about, I'll get to DeSantis when he finally announces when he gets in the race. I'll be rough on him. But I'll tell you who had a bad week, Trump, because he keeps trying to run to the left of DeSantis. I'm not impressed, okay? When he comes out on the side of Disney, forget about it. And last week when he threw pro-life people under the bus because he said that the heartbeat bill was, what was the word he used? He said it was too harsh. And he said it wasn't good for women. I'm not impressed when Trump tries to run to the left, because I'm right wing. And if you're MAGA, you hold Trump's feet to the fire, right? Don't let him. He's going to run against DeSantis, and he's going to have to win my vote. You got that, Trump?
Now, you told me in the green room you wish we could have 8 more years of Trump in addition to the 4 we've already had.
No, I said I think Jeb Bush is going to be the guy.
But hold on. I mean, it's been amazing because you got a book. He wins re-election by a massive amount in Florida. He's got a successful book tour, huge media coverage, lots of money, and Trump gets raided, prosecuted, and a CNN town hall where they were supposed to get him, and he got them, and his numbers go up. I mean, it's a very interesting dynamic.
Well, you know who else had a lot of money? Jeb Bush. Like, he was supposed to be the guy. A lot of us are sitting around and be like, oh yeah, Jeb Bush is the guy. And like, people don't even remember him. He probably can like go around in public without anybody be like, what's your name? I think what Trump did here was really interesting because he attacked DeSantis on policy, right? He generally tends to attack people more on personality, like low energy Jeb, for example. And with what DeSantis is doing, which I haven't liked what he's done for Disney, even though I don't like Disney. I just don't like the government to be involved in business in that way. As far as their tax status, I don't even believe in taxes at all. So my opinion's irrelevant on that. But you know, he said, hey, this is bad for business, and I'm the business guy, which is what people liked about him kind of all along. Now, he did title the whole thing, President Trump is always right. So he's not like more C-SPAN friendly than before. But I think that attacking on policy, I think that's probably a better strategy for Trump.
Well, I'm sure he'll take your advice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Prone to doing that.
Yeah, he always does.
All right. Good discussion, folks.